Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Pokémon Video Game Championships 2016 Mid-Season Showdown in Malaysia right now. And hi, I'm Aklif, and this is my co-host, Ismat. And
hi everybody. And right now we're going to be going into top cut for round 2 here, up against our competitors
Stephen Tan
and Destiny Su right here.
And as you know, that this will be the top 4 round that will determine who will go to the finals of this mid-season showdown.
Absolutely, everyone's looking very hyped over here. They're all excited right now, and we can't wait to see the match right here.
So as you can see on screen, we have on Stephen Tan's side, he has a Bronzong, Smeargle, Maywell, Salamence, Kyogre, and Groudon, whereas Destiny
is right here. It's right, a little bit unorthodox team right here, considering Mawile, Ordino, Meowstic, Gastrodon, Yveltal, and Primal Groudon, and we've seen these players already play in Swiss rounds, right?
We've seen them both in Swiss rounds being streamed as well. And talking a bit on Stephen's team is actually from the more popularly known Cybertron's Anaheim Regionals winning team, but also it comes from Alexis Gomez, Wakefield's second place regionals team. But we'll talk about the more interesting thing today. It's Destiny's team.
Destiny's team, we've seen him advance all the way to top cut here with an Ordino, mind you. Like how most of these players are bringing unconventional mons, I guess, for the niche teams right here. Like Destiny's bringing Ordino. We saw Jira in the previous round carrying a Kecleon for that matter.
Even though Jira didn't actually bring it into the tournament, but okay, never mind.
Never mind, hopefully we get to see these Pokemon being utilized right here.
Now, I think the biggest thing coming here from Destiny's side itself is not really the Ordino, but how the Gastrodon works well against both Groudon and Kyogre itself.
Exactly, it's a perfect balance, perfect check for that matter.
Correct, I mean either than maybe a Precipice Blades hitting, but if you get one Scald off or one Earth Power off, then you're pretty much good to go.
Yeah, you're good to go. And mind you, he's running a Primal Groudon for the matter, so in case if the sun does go up, I'm not sure if the Skull is gonna...
I think how he plays with it is that he mitigates a Kyogre even more afterwards. But right now I'm just worried on how he will be, because we know that Stephen will also be running a Trick Room. Both teams are actually running Trick Room variants distant, but rather on how he handles hard-hitting stuff like Maywell and Salamence, because we know that Gastrodon can't take too many hits.
Yeah, I mean I'm pretty sure that's his trump card, right?
Yeah, but here we have actually a Meowstic and Utah League coming from Destiny. We'll be looking on from Stephen's point of view here.
Yeah, Stephen's point's on the screen below, whereas Destiny's on the screen above right here. And wow, the Meowstic and Yveltal, I'm pretty sure Meowstic's gonna be a very supportive variant.
Yeah, Meowstic, as we've already seen even in the previous side, it acts as a very supportive role, having Gravity, Safeguard,
preventing all the Dark Voids.
Yeah, preventing Dark Voids from going. So actually, a lot of players they choose Meowstic as the anti-Smuggle.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think it works really great, considering that it also has access to Quick Guard as well.
Quick Guard as well to prevent all the potential fake outs and whatnot. I'm not sure what item, although the Meowstic's going to be
usually Meowstic will have a Mental Herb.
A Mental Herb, probably. Alright, yeah, true. Definitely.
So I think this turn, what Stephen could do is that he could pull off
Gravity for the man?
No. Stephen, what he could do this turn is that he actually goes for a Follow Me Water Spout. But for Destiny himself, he could go for maybe a Sucker Punch and a Safeguard.
What if I'm thinking, Safeguard for the man. I think Safeguard's a perfect play right here, because he could then probably swagger himself to boost up the Yveltal.
Oh, but I was thinking Yveltal will actually switch out, but actually it didn't.
True.
So here we go.
But we do see a
Destiny
Safeguard.
actually fearing the Dark Void coming there, so a Water Spout here will go out freely from. We're actually going for the Ice.
Sucker Punch going onto this.
Yes, it was cancelled out by the Follow Me. It was actually aimed towards Kyogre.
Yeah, true, definitely.
So
we do see a defense
boost goes up and special defense goes down. Nothing much different there. Maybe then Groudon not being able to pop the sash afterwards.
Alright, mind you, now that this Safeguard is up, the Smeargle is technically rendered somewhat unviable in the situation.
Yeah, but I think what's more important now, he can go for
Follow Me with a Water Spout for that
Yes.
matter, and there's nothing Destiny can do to prevent that.
Yeah, can prevent that. Definitely, other than his Yveltal switching out to Groudon.
True, but cancel out the
So I think what Stephen did there was that he actually predicted that. So good call on him. He made the safest play possible, and as you can see this turn, I'd say Stephen got the better end of the deal.
True, definitely. I'm pretty sure in this turn right now we'll probably see some players are going to initiate the switches right now, probably getting
a switch definitely has to happen.
It has to happen in this turn. Now more than ever on Destiny's side. I'm not sure about Stephen right here. Yeah,
there we go. I think Groudon's coming in this turn. Wondering what Stephen will go for, whether he maintains an Ice Beam. Actually, no, Gastrodon comes out. Wow! But I think it's actually a very good call.
Probably predicting the Water type attack coming right here.
But I think it's but I don't think it will help. It will help that much. And it reduces actually has Psychic as his one attacking move, I presume. Wow. But as you can see, the special defense drop actually makes a difference.
It's making a very big difference.
So and Ice Beam actually going up with
into the Gastrodon side, right?
And actually special defense goes back up. And special attack falls up.
That brings the special defense up to +1, right?
+1,
Because
So,
defense -1 before.
so we have here a tanky Smurgle, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think it's gonna be able
It's
to
not.
survive.
It's definitely not gonna last against us.
What?
But this turn, I assume, is that actually Water Spot will be very good coming from the Kyogre, even though it will boost the
Gastrodon special attack
even
by
though it will
1.
boost the Gastrodon special attack. But I don't think it'll be much of a problem anyways, because Gastrodon can only attack probably with Earth Power onto the
Earth power,
Kyogre.
yes, definitely.
And actually, no, here you go. I think the Groudon's coming in, definitely.
I think Destiny is just trying to save them.
And no, even though it's coming in, did Destiny not bring Groudon here?
I'm very confused right now.
I'm-
It's like he's letting Steven let his
Yeah.
weather up for the primary of the game.
I'm thinking that Destiny is just like trying to bait a little bit more onto Steven's side, but like Kyogre,
But release it,
no,
Ice
it's just I think it's
the
going
Evolve
actually into the Meowstic slot right there, but it's switched into even
I'm
down
I'm
goes
very confused here, ladies and gentlemen.
down goes the flying bacon, and then Nani Booty Boost goes out onto the defense.
That means defense
Dropping the
of-
accuracy, so Dark Void probably is not gonna hit.
It's not gonna hit for probably the next 2 turns because right now Safeguard is still up.
Yeah, especially, but yeah, it's, well, oh wait, you're right, it's
still up.
useless,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
that's what I'm saying.
Who needs skill when you have Safeguard
When you have
out?
Safeguard up. But the Smurgle is still free to go for Follow Me for the next
Correct,
2
that's for
turns.
sure, because he didn't taunt it, yes. No way you can prevent stuff like that happening.
Yeah.
And I think he really needs to switch in Groudon here.
Yeah, Groudon needs to come unless they did not bring it. So
Yeah.
this is where the mind games come in. We didn't see Meowstic
No,
coming back
but actually,
out.
Masika, so did he not bring Groudon into this match?
It looks like it though. I mean,
I
there's
think
one
so.
Pokemon in the back.
I think the best move you can use is go, the safest play is actually going for another Ice Beam, but
Onto the Meowstic slot or the Gastrodon?
the brave play would be like the ballsy play would go for a Water Spot. We actually think in a sense, Destiny has been playing on the fear that he has the Groudon at the back. He's not going to shoot. But as you know, he could just go for. I think he'll go for an Ice Beam here as well.
Ice Beam. I'm predicting on the Water Spout right now because he needs to take out the Meowstic right now.
I think an Ice Beam because he doesn't dare to boost the
Gastrodon special attack.
I think he should have attacked the Gastrodon. That would be the one. But here goes Skull actually goes in, maybe going
Hopefully
for a burn.
Hoping for a burn.
And it does a respectable 5%. And no burn coming from there.
No
So
burn.
yeah, unfortunately Destiny didn't fulfill the skill quota to get the burn right there.
Oh boy. And we do see Groudon coming up from Steven's
And yes,
side.
I think it's a very smart move coming here. So it's a free
Free
Precipice
Precipice
Blaze.
Blaze. If he can connect it though.
If you get connected, definitely.
Precipice Blaze, the Rock Slide of 2016.
Considering if Earth Power actually hits as well. I mean, if you can KO the Groudon in the first
Or
place.
probably do above 50%. That's what
Yes.
we're hoping for.
So I think what happens is he's gonna Ice Beam and go for Precipice Blades, confirming the KO on it. Best play, I think that's his best play.
Steven's asserting overwhelming offensive output right now.
Yeah,
And
and I don't think Destiny is able to catch up with it just because he's been very passive with his leads.
yeah, for the first entire
Yeah.
round actually, there's not much offensive going
So you
on.
get actually going for a swagger, but Groudon pulling the moves there, actually dodging it, and just to rub it in, he actually hits the Precipice Blades.
onto the Swagger user, which is the Meowstic, and
So
down
there we go.
goes
Down goes the Meowstic, down goes the Cancerous Tactics.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's skill.
It's-
Ladies and gentlemen, 50% skill is 100% greatness.
Absolutely. But we don't see Groudon though.
Yeah,
He brought the
exactly. So
Malwa instead.
you were right. He didn't actually bring Groudon into this match. So
I'm pretty sure that's gonna be his downfall for this match.
yeah, he needed Groudon to mitigate
the primordial seed.
the primordial seed. I think that's the most important. With the guess that he could also, with his own Groudon and having a Gastron, he mitigates Steven's Groudon as well.
But knowing that he had the Yveltal with the Malwa out here, I'm not sure whether Sucker Punch with Dark Aura Booster could provide the damage.
It
output
could provide a lot of damage for sure, but I think the biggest problem here,
Kyogre was overwhelming
yeah,
at
is
the
that
first
Kyogre
turn.
was way too overwhelming in this round. And the biggest thing, in my opinion, is that by having two passive leads, like he couldn't do enough damage. Like,
Yeah, true,
he should have
definitely.
not gone for Sucker Punch. He just gone for an attack.
Yeah, definitely. Probably a knockoff or a Snarl or
I mean, for all we know,
Dark Pulse
Destiny's Yveltal could be faster. We
True,
don't know it at
true.
the end of the
You
day.
had to run the rolls. You have Oh boy, Storm Drain boosting.
So actually, I think that was a Skull and actually going to
I mean, you see a Thunder Punch from Mohan.
and actually reveals to have Thunder Punch onto the.
So he does have a way to hit the Kyogre.
Yeah, so he does have a way to. And the next Sucker Punch I think will kill here. But
Oh, but would the,
okay, the best move for Steven actually is attacking with both Pokemon.
yeah, even if he's gonna lose one Pokemon, regardless,
It's
there's
fine.
damage output gonna
Yeah,
be put out.
he needs the damage output so that when his Groudon comes in, he can
go
just
and
KO
sweep
both.
the rest because the ground.
I think the most important thing here is to just bring down the
Gastrodon for the
Gastrodon
mana.
into range of safer range for a Precipice Blades
Blades or a
KO.
Fire Punch for the mana to not
Yeah.
risk the miss on Precipice Blades.
I think he needs to go for a Precipice Blades. So you got a Hyper Voice instead. I don't think this is a good choice, but
We'll
sure
have to see
thing,
here.
bro.
Gastrodon's gonna eat Citrus Berry right here.
So if this citrus, it really
it's
to have
a
a
very
citrus berry.
bulky Gastrodon. Right?
It's definitely bulky. We know how much bulk it has in VG 2015 previously. Where Gastrodon has been an optimal choice for a lot. And actually, there we go, the Ice Beam actually bringing down the KO. Now we already know that the damage rolls were enough there.
True,
So actually going on to the Iron into Kyogre, a very odd move, not being
But
and
it
actually not
doesn't-
picking up the KO. I think a Sucker Punch there would have been the
Would have been
choice.
better because Kyogre resists the Iron Head right
Or,
there with the
or
typing.
actually just going on a play rough onto the Salamence. But there we go. I think the Intimidate made a really big, mattered a lot there. So
True.
Stephen takes a very convincing 3-1 or 3-0 you could say, going
Yeah,
here.
definitely 3-0 lead on Destiny.
And with both players actually managing to scout out a little bit more information from their opponents.
Hopefully Destiny could not be playing even more passive. Going on to round 2, he needed the damage
Yeah, he
output.
needs Groudon. I think
He
that's the
needed the
most thing.
Groudon in the first round, not mind you, and he needs a way to counter to check the Smeargle really, because the Smeargle pulling out all the follow me's, he couldn't really offensively deal damage to the Primal Kyogre.
Yes,
I think
the only thing by only relying on the 50% of Swagger, which is skill by the way.
which is skill, by the way, mind you.
Alright? Don't look down on these tactics, man. These people worked hard. I mean, they clicked A lot.
Alright, now.
In the table. Alright, never mind
Alright,
that.
now.
So, I think we can move on to them already of the team selection screen. So, once again, Stephen here, he has the advantage with the overwhelming offense. Having
Yeah,
both
dual
primals there,
primals.
just going on and cancelling each other's weathers whenever he pleases. And
Yeah.
with Smeargle providing the pressure of Dark Void, providing
me, fake
providing
off
all the
and
pressures that I think that Destiny could not mitigate well enough.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes into round 2 right here of Top Gun. These players are already selected the Pokemon. Hopefully we get to see the Groudon now.
Yeah. So once again, the same leads of Gastrodon and Meowstic.
I'm really confused.
No,
Hopefully
it's
it
a
works.
Before it was Meowstic and Yveltal. Now it's
Oh, right.
But also an adjustment coming from
On the Steven side right here, we do see a Smeargle
Salamence
and
and
Salamence.
so here goes Salamence offering the very fast tech move.
Yep.
But will it fear an Ice Beam coming from the Gastrodon as well?
One thing we realized, is Meowstic available to get taunt?
Meowstic does not get
Does
taunt.
not get taunt. So
He gets Quick Guard, he gets Fake Guard, a lot of really good moves but not taunt.
yeah, and Thunder Wave as well, but it's pretty mitigated here. So Smeargle is freely able to go for whatever he likes.
I think a
right
Dark Void here is possible. Even or a Follow Me is the safest move, but he can just go straight for the KOs if he feels like it.
True, or maybe Steven's fearing the Thunder Wave potential
Yeah.
onto his Salamence right now. You don't want any speed reduction onto your
So
Salamence.
here goes for a Protect on the Gastrodon instead. I think that's it's a good tactic to go for.
Yeah, and we do see a follow me.
I'm possible here. Hyper Voice comes out, but no Double Edge actually goes into the Gastrodon as predicted, and the Psychic onto the Smeargle, possibly trying to break the sash that it
Focus
holds.
sashes are broken.
Doing actually more than 50% and getting the special defense drop.
So
Now,
see the moody rolls right
Moody Rose actually resists special attack and drops its speed. Not too good coming here from Smeargle's end, but as you know, I think this is just very good skill coming from Destiny.
But right now, I'm pretty sure on Destiny's side, right, he could either go for a Psychic from the Meowstic onto the Smeargle and knock him out, and going for an Ice Beam from
Onto the
Gastrodon
but Follow Me could also happen. But then again, like even with the Follow Me,
Yeah.
since Meowstic is faster,
is naturally faster, so he
Yeah.
can knock out the Smeargle if you would like
correct.
to.
So
So I'm pretty sure Switchins will be being played.
Switches
or
could be.
attack.
I think he could just sack his Smeargle this turn and protect
for
with
now.
Salamence. That's the best move. No, actually he switches out.
Switch out.
Possibly Kyogre coming in here. No,
No,
but
it's
actually
a
Groudon.
Groudon.
Wow. So maybe a Psychic into
I
that
would like
slot.
to see the Psychic damage onto the Primal Groudon. How much damage would it deal?
Probably not much.
Not
but
much, because the Groudon is a little
Because
bit
Groudon is way too bulky.
and
So-
Meowstic's damage output is really
yeah,
not
considering
that
that if the Meowstic is actually
high. A supportive
yeah,
variant.
it's
like we
supportive
see.
and so we can assume it's bulky with no offensive EVs.
Yeah.
So therefore it might just tickle the Groudon a bit.
But when they say Gastron,
But the Gastro actually switches out. I don't think it's a good choice from
is that
him.
email?
And no, actually brings in Maywa. Okay, good choice there for the intimidation.
yeah.
That mitigates a little bit more offenses.
We do see a
But yes, there we go.
protective
Into the predicted protect of the Salamence.
Yeah. Now we'll have to see what the Meowstic goes here.
And actually goes for a safeguard. So alright, a good thing.
Swagger onto the Mawile and Sucker Punch. I think that would
Yeah,
be a
that
pretty
could be a possible thing, but he needs to. I don't think even a +2 will not bring the Groudon in range for a KO. Will not bring Groudon to a KO. And
True,
a Hyper Voice and Precipice Blades.
That's overwhelming damage right there.
Would just KO both of them because it doesn't matter. Even with the -1, it deals a ton of damage to a Mewile. Well,
Potentially picking up the knockout for that matter, even if you're -1.
Unfortunately, best waifu Mewile might not be able to make much of a show today.
Yeah.
I was expecting the Audino to come out, but like I said, like we've discussed, it's for very niche situations.
Teams, niche situations, and we see that Stephen here is bringing a much more caliber team, a little bit more organized as well.
Yeah, because he knows for the opponent's team, he just needs to go full offense.
Yeah, definitely, and Audino won't provide much, I would assume, in this team here.
So actually going for Protect, I think a Swagger onto a Groudon or
yeah,
a Salamence.
Definitely needs some hacks or RNG or skill, like you say, for this.
He needs a little bit more skill to win. And as you see before, that's the best way to win.
Into the Salamence slot right
So
now.
Salamence gets confused here. Will he hit himself? And actually
It
he
does.
does! Destiny has a lot of skill rolling with him today. So Precipice Blades actually go with the -1. I wonder how much damage he will pull out on a
He won't
Meowstic.
knock out the Meowstic.
And actually it doesn't even only
it
does
does
50%. So it's a 2-hit KO possibly, but if he manages to connect with
A Swagger right now.
then it
onto
would be
Groudon.
onto the Groudon. Maybe it's the best thing is to go on a Mewile. But if he really wants to hope for it, then yeah, he can go on the Groudon. Both of them hit the 7 confusions, and the next turn he just sucker punches them.
But here's the thing, right? Will the sucker punch from the Mawile, even with +2 attack, be able to knock out?
I don't think a Groudon at full HP. So here we go.
Yeah, here's the
I
thing.
think the sucker punch is gonna come out on.
I think here's the turn that decides it all, folks.
I think the best thing for him to do is actually go for a sucker punch onto the Salamence right there. But
No,
no,
but
actually
you
go for the
can
Groudon. Ooh, as you can see, it
Barely
actually does
even
a lot of
50%.
damage.
It does around 60%, right?
But nope, it doesn't. So if Groudon connects with Precipice Blades, it will definitely KO.
Or an eruption or Fire
Yeah,
Point.
no, the Precipice Blades, I think it's his best move. So it actually does connect with both Pokemon, and Mewile is definitely going down. Oh, actually, it's a burn!
It's been a slit off HP here, folks.
So that Intimidate mattered a lot.
Yeah.
Possibly, Stephen got a few low rolls there, but
I think we're gonna see Yveltal coming out right here.
Yveltal could possibly come out
Or
to...
Groudon.
No,
No,
but
because
actually
it's
gets
Gastrodon.
So at the back, I assume would be the Groudon and not the Yveltal.
Probably conservating that for the Kyogre, probably, to get the weather.
Yeah,
advantage later.
so a Sucker Puncher is definitely gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Now we'll have to
I
see the
think what
protect
here is that
phase.
Stephen should protect with his
Groudon?
with his- yeah, definitely go for a protect distance, and then just go
Attack
for
with the Salamence.
attack with the
Sack it off.
Salamence. Just sack the
Sack the
Salamence.
Salamence off. He's
Like,
done his part already.
Yeah, his part is already done, and like
The Meowstic is
just-
out at the out of the way right
just
now.
deal with whatever Pokemon it seems necessary. So
Now we'll
actually no
have
protect
no
coming
protect.
from. And Salamence actually gets the attack off passing by. So too bad for Destiny. There's no skill from him, and actually gets a critical hit onto the Gastrodon. So skill, ladies and gentlemen.
Pokemon.
Popping the Citrus Berry there. Will the Precipice Blades actually manage to get
Single
KO?
target right now. I'm highly likely.
Highly likely to get the KO.
Let's see here, folks. As we do
So
see
there we go.
it.
Actually,
it's
not
tanky
getting so
enough to
revealing
survive.
how much bulk he has. Oh, actually, the Intimidate coming there.
Intimidation with the
So
Citrus
Earth
Berry as
Power
well.
picking up the KO onto the Groudon. Great job there.
Now we'll have to see which primer. I'm pretty sure Steven's gonna conserve the Kyogre for the last Pokemon.
Stephen will
come
just
out.
send in his Kyogre distant, maybe to scout out speeds, and then later on the next turn he'll switch out if he feels it's necessary.
Sure.
Oh, but no, actually
But with the
Smurgle.
Smurgle, yeah, we
Okay,
totally
never
forgot the
mind.
Smurgle is still in the back, ladies and gentlemen.
And Yveltal actually comes in, so
There's
there
no-
is
there's
no
Groudon.
Groudon in this match. Once again, Destiny pulling off very odd places by not bringing Groudon. I don't know why he wouldn't bring Groudon, because Groudon is his best asset, both offensively and changing the weather.
Yeah, and mind you, Destiny's side has no speed control for the matter. It's mostly a Mawile, Meowstic,
Yeah,
and Gastrodon for the matter.
Maybe I was expecting the Meowstic to have maybe a trick
Maybe a
room or
trick
stuff.
room or something to let the Mawile go for it, but we didn't see that.
Yeah, so I think here follow me, yep, and a hyper voice here. So if he breaks out the confusion here, it'll be great. But
Yeah.
no, actually it stays confused.
No.
And it actually
Yeah,
manages to get
somehow.
hyper voice off. A little bit bad skill there. So Yveltal actually goes for the
It's a
Skydrop
Skydrop.
onto the Smurgle, but this still doesn't help it anyways, because the
Gastrodon
hyper
will be
voice will,
knocked out.
will connect with the... And the accuracy falls again. But I don't think that's even a problem here, because
Will we be able to see Skydrop pull?
No,
I don't think
no,
so.
Skydrop won't change the game, because he's gonna KO the Gastrodon with a hyper voice anyways, as long as he breaks out confusion or
And
which
once
I think
Smurgle
distant he
does
will.
come down, if he does survive from Smurgle, the Dark Void might be able to go off because there's no safeguard.
Yeah, so as we see just now, the Gastrodon actually trying to go for a double attack, but hyper voice definitely picking up the KO onto the Gastrodon.
Down goes Gastron, and Yveltal is against the world right now, folks.
I don't think Yveltal can handle this world.
Not this world,
Yeah. So you got dropping the Smuggle out of the sky, KOing it, but now it's just
Yveltal against probably.
it's just breakfast for Kyogre and Salamence. That bacon looks delicious for them.
Definitely. All we can just see is an Ice Beam or Hyper Voice coming
Yeah.
right here, and it seals the deal for Steven Tan.
So whether Steven likes his bacon breakfast loud and proud with a hyper voice, or ice cool with an ice beam.
Chill bacon, folks.
Chill bacon, the meta.
I am so done here, folks.
So there you go. I think here for Stephen, he's taking a very convincing 2-0 win into it. Sucker Punch going onto the Salamence.
Does he
Hoping
get a
for a
crit
crit. No, but
No
there's no
way.
crit there. Hyper Voice connecting. Not gonna KO the Yveltal, but the Ice Beam will.
Definitely, the Ice Beam will pick up KO, finishing off those chilled bacon right now.
So
And there
chilling out
goes-
the bacon at the end of the day. So I think so. Let us congratulate Stephen Tan for making it to the finals of this mid-season showdown.
Right, I can't wait to see the finals right here. It will be Steven going up against.
Stephen Tan versus
Who's in the final?
Stephen Tan versus Jira.
So it's like a Malaysia versus Thailand match, right? For finals?
Yes, so we're gonna see another unorthodox team in finals having
Yeah, you'll be surprised if
by the
folks.
Kecleon.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm really hyped.
And Stephen's a very strong and stable team of the double primals and Bronzong. I've still yet to see Bronzong being come on field.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think Steven see it as a necessary to bring out the Bronzong
Because if he expects Destiny's team to also be Trick Room, there's no need for him to set up Trick Room.
True. What if Steven did set up the Trick Room and Destiny's team might have been slower because of the
Yes,
Mawile, the
because you have
Gastron.
Mawile, you have Gastrodon, which doesn't.
It would have benefited Destiny even more if the
so
Trick
like
Room
he
was
should have
up.
just his best move is just attacking with this Pokemon itself.
Absolutely. So I'm pretty sure Steven had a convincing win right there. Destiny, although he played well, he just didn't bring the proper Pokemon
I
to
think
battle.
he just needed Groudon there.
Yeah, he needed the
just
Groudon
Groudon for the offensive and weather support there.
Weather support.
So we'll cut off the stream a bit here and we'll catch you for the finals of the mid-season showdown Pokemon VGC Malaysia. Thank you very much.
Alright, we'll see you next time, folks.